In this video, I want to talk to you about what I think is probably the most important tool in the midst of conflict, what it is and how you can utilize it in whatever you have going on with another person. So stay tuned and we'll tell you what that is. There's a really common phenomenon I see where people in really toxic situations or conflict-oriented situations will run to somebody else that they care about and start essentially venting. As a simple example, let's say that you have an ex and you and the ex have kids together and you run to your new significant other, whoever that may be, and you're constantly sitting there and complaining about the ex. And you're saying, oh my God, can you believe he or she did this? They did that. Oh, they're such a monster. And over time, you start to get really frustrated. You start building up all these negative emotions and you work yourself into a frenzy. And the resulting fireball of conflict that comes out of that and the resulting way in which you feel is really counterproductive because it starts spilling out into all these different things. Number one, it's impacting how you feel. I've got another video on the fact that expressing anger, venting anger, actually makes you feel worse than not expressing it. I'm not saying suppress it, but venting it is not helpful. And there's research on this. There's a number of different research articles. Also of significant importance is the fact that when you start to just constantly have this extraordinarily negative image of someone else, it's going to alter the way that you behave around them. And if you're constantly giving somebody really snippy, defensive, snide sorts of comments, or even more subtle than that, things in your body language that you might not even be aware of, the other person's going to pick up on that. And they're going to start doing the exact same thing. They're going to give back to you this negativity, the subtle implications of things, the connotation they have in their words, which is going to cause you to do it even more. And all of a sudden, everybody just keeps escalating up these negative behaviors to the point where it becomes extremely toxic. So the way that you can circumvent all of this stuff is the second you start getting into a very frustrated point with this other person, you can use this very basic technique. And that is an expression of gratitude. I know this sounds like overly simplistic, but I've experienced it myself many a time. When you're getting into that mode, start to say, I am grateful for XYZ in this other person. And you can try to think about things that maybe they've done in the past that you're grateful for, something that they've contributed to your life in some way. You can look around what they're doing presently. For example, maybe it's another parent and you're in conflict with this other parent. And you could say, okay, well, at least he or she is involved with my kid. They want to be around the kid. This could be somebody that just fled the country and didn't want to be around at all, but this is somebody that's involved. If you cannot come up with anything, if you're just sitting there going, this person is evil incarnate and I cannot understand anything that anyone would ever say positive about this person, then the easy fallback is always, all right, this person is bringing me a challenge and a set of things in my life that are going to force me to level up and force me to figure out how to deal with this stuff in a positive and constructive way. So there's always something. Even in the most evil of people in your mind that you're interacting with, you can always say, I am grateful for the opportunity that this person is bringing me to level up, because now I'm having to figure out how to deal with it. But whatever it is, if you find yourself getting into that toxic spiral, express gratitude. Just start thinking, okay, stop all this negative stuff. What do I have to do? You can do, I'm closing my eyes because you can do like a meditation type thing. I haven't even done this before, where I sit there and meditate and I say, okay, what am I grateful for about this person? And then you don't have to even say it out loud, just say it in your mind. And that expression of gratitude is going to completely alter the way you feel, and it's going to alter the dynamic you're having with this other person. If you've not already done this, please check out the resources I have on my website, which is www.embuffination.com. Also, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is Emotional Embuffination. Thanks.